Here we are, we're about to go into the airport because we are all going on a family trip to the Big Island. And so far, so good. I remember all of us being pretty damn tired, a little grouchy.
Actually, this is so easy. We like bigger brand new passport. I can't have a much.
Sorry, they got plenty of space. No, right there.
I won't hurt you. It's gonna be remembered without illumination.
It's such a beautiful view from the plane. I seriously don't think anything else in life is like that. Just being able to have such a view from such a faraway place and seeing how tiny everything actually is.
I won't hurt you.
I remember seeing the waves and little surfers from up here. Something that's always scared me is landing. I'm always afraid the plane is just gonna blow up and not land correctly. But I know it's not a very rational fear.
I be your mirror, reflect what you are, in case you don't know. I be the wind, the rain and the sunset, light on your door, to show that you're home, when you think the night has
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's like 90-degree water.
Good morning, beautiful.
You know what? Don't do that. He was below us, first of all. Look at you, just scratched the floor, and I'm gonna have to pay for that. Can you not do that?
Oh my fucking god.
Family trips can be interesting because they can be really awesome at some points, and then also you might want to get the fuck away from some people that you're with sometimes. Not everyone gets along, but that's the beauty of it all, though, is the moments that you are all getting along and everyone's happy and that those moments exist.
For me, there's actually a spider on your neck.
Really?
Sleeping in a field, but you look real rested. You set out to outrage, but you can't get arrested. You say your image is new, but it looks well tested. You're lost without a crowd, yet you go your own way. You say your summer's gone, now the winter is crawling in. They say that even in your day, somehow you never could quite fit in. Though it's cold outside.
Like what? Like why?
Yeah, she told me we have to.
She's like, you guys are good, and then you stopped. Like.
don't know where to go. But all my life I've been so close, and I don't know where to go. But all my life I've been so close, and I don't know where to go. For all my life I've been so close, and I don't know where to go. For all my life I've been so.
Something I noticed about myself during this trip is that I felt really anxious and scared of cliff jumping this time. It's weird how anxiety changes in life and how anxiety can manifest into different forms. As me and my family were on our way to Mauna Kea, a huge volcano, we realized that there was a lot of protesters on the side of the road. These protesters were protesting against a huge project involving a telescope being built on Mauna Kea. Native Hawaiians really believe that it is a sacred space, so they are very upset by their land being destroyed. It was really crazy to be on a Hawaiian island and experience such cold temperatures with ice and snow on top of a volcano. It was definitely one of the craziest atmospheres I've ever been in. Something about this place also felt very sacred and very mysterious. Even when my little brother was trying to film it from above on his drone mysteriously got swept into the mountainside, and he almost got really hurt trying to get it.
Holy shit.
That happened to me one time in Aspen. I had to keep stop skiing
Oh, fuck.
every few.
I know, I was like,
That was really gnarly, actually. Look at my fucking hands.
And can you turn
It's like triple the workout. It was way worse than the stand-up.
yeah, I thought I saw you slip a few times.
So this time when we were in Hawaii, it was a really beautiful snorkeling experience, but at the same time it made me a little sad because I remember when I was a kid, there was a lot more fishes, a lot more coral reefs, a lot more sea anemones, and it seemed that a lot of them weren't there this time. In 2014 and 2015, there were huge bleaching events in Hawaii. These events led up to 50% of the reef dying in some locations due to temperature effects from climate change. It was really just crazy to see the difference shown to me through my own eyes of what it used to be and what it is now. So my friend Peter gave me his car to drive around for the day, and actually I've been driving around for 2 days, so it's pretty sick. I just got some really good thrifting done. I got like a couple shirts and a bikini top, and it was all like $10 for like 4 things, so I'm stoked. And I got some cute earrings too. Yeah, been a good day. I like driving this little car around. I honestly didn't like being stuck with my family and they're in like one car for like 7 days. That was intense because I just feel like I didn't have my own freedom and I had to do everything they wanted to do. I feel like I live here or something, driving a car.
I'm Bill McLaughlin. This is the WFMT Radio Network.
There, yeah.
So you're asking me pretty much, why people on vacation in Hawaii should have more respect or why they may not feel welcome in Hawaii. Ultimately, they have to do their due diligence, and they should look at history and realize that it's a completely different nation, completely different culture of that of America, and it's not America. It was never annexed legally, and the Hawaiian people are their culture is completely different from that of the American culture. Aloha Aina being one of them, where you have such a deep respect for the land and nature and habitat that you believe that your kapuna, your elders, are ingrained in that. I think my students realize that the American value system is based not on honor. I think it's based on capitalism, which is very evident doesn't have a whole lot of honor and respect that goes along with it. And I think Hawaiians for the longest time have been the most honorable and respectful people to one another because they're in a small island. They have to learn how to get along with each other face to face. Alo, I ke alo is the term, like face to face, of like respecting one another face to face instead of like doing things behind someone's back. And the culture that has been pushed on them is pretty much the opposite of that. It's a culture of do what you can, get what you can, and it's an individual-based success instead of an ohana-based success.
Like, it's not like our generation did that to Hawaiians. It's like we have to live with the repercussions of what our ancestors did.
Right. You actually have to fight against that if that's what your ancestors did. Even if you're not to blame, you should know, like, if I'm not going to be blamed anymore, I can't perpetuate this idea of manifest destiny, and Western culture is the pinnacle of living. You have to respect indigenous cultures, which is the Hawaiian culture, which is very different than the American culture. And so it's competing cultures, and that's, I think, what frustrates Hawaiians, is that it's like, you are coming to our country, our island, our culture, and you don't have that respect. And not only you don't have that respect, you're not willing to even learn that. They don't talk about that in the basic education of Americans, of like, Native peoples in America have been subjugated their whole life. It's heir apparent in Hawaii.
So I'm about to go surf pine trees, which I heard is pretty good. It's the only thing that's going on this side of the island, which is Kona, like Kailua. And then Hilo has some waves, but that's like all the way on the other side, which is like an hour and a half away. So I don't think I'm gonna do that this time. Plus the waves are humongous, so we'll see. That looks good.
Let me get this one there.
Hawaii, I will miss you. I will love you until the end of time.